Another day on the streets. At first, I could rely on strangers throwing me the odd lifeline. And at night, good Samaritans offering warm socks and food.
Yes.
That's amazing, thank you.
Thermals and
What's that?
thermal vests. Nice thick socks. They'll do you for gloves if nothing else because there's no gloves left.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
But by the third day, feeling tired and hungry, I needed more help. I managed to find the Welcome Centre, where you can get a filling lunch and have a wash. I was taken to an office by a volunteer, and it turns out even rough sleepers have to wait before they can class themselves as homeless.
So you are been sleeping rough?
Yeah.
No hostel's going to take you until you have benefits. If you're going to get benefits, you need to start thinking about that today or tomorrow. You need to start thinking about that this week.
How long does that take?
It takes a week or two.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to have to sleep.
No, there's a night shelter.
Is it safe?
Nowhere's safe and nowhere's dangerous. You understand what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of homeless people, and
Yeah.
it's survival.
Over a bowl of hot soup, I got talking to some of the other people using the centre. How long have you been homeless for?
All my life.
For your life? Since you were a child?
14 months.
Before I stayed in the water house for 2 nights.
Is it safe?
I'm safe because laying under a bridge.
Back to the streets. The empty hours dragged on, and I admit I was feeling exhausted and lonely. Okay, it's time to try and find myself somewhere to sit for the day. That would be kind of perfect, apart from the fact that it really stinks of urine. That could be good. It looks dry. And that's my view for the next few hours. It's kind of funny how different the world looks from down here. Completely different view on the world passing by. And it's also funny how people, almost all people, do exactly the same thing when they walk past. They kind of look at you and then instantly look away. After hours of sitting and being ignored, I reached my lowest point. And then, out of the blue, an elderly man offered me help.
All right. Let's have it.
No, don't worry, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Okay, though.
That was an elderly man in a flat cap. First person in nearly 3 hours to properly look me in the eye. After nightfall, I trudged over to Centenary House, a Salvation Army night shelter. 18 men were waiting, but there were only 13 beds. Inside, we got a hot dinner while we hung around to see who'd get a room. I'd been warned there might be fights, or my dirty clothes might be stolen, but that's not what I found. It was safe and friendly. Well, I just got called into the office where they allocate you a bed. There weren't enough beds to go around all the people who were waiting in there, and I certainly wasn't going to take a bed away from someone who genuinely needed it. So now I've got to find somewhere that I am going to sleep. 4 days on the streets was tough. I'd said as much to one of the men in the night shelter. Yes, he said, sleeping rough is hard. I've done it for 21 years. Andy West, BBC Newsline, on the streets of Belfast.